1, 2, hey folks, how's it going? Hope you all had a good Halloween daytime and enjoying Halloween night. Hope you had a good week. There's awesome new release music in the chat there. In fact, we'll play some of that now, I think. Do click on the link. Link's just below here. There we go. Not fully listened to this entire album yet, so listen to it fully on stream. Listening to Cold Step Halloween. It's currently playing Ectoplasm. Got halfway through the album. Whoop whoop. I had it full blast in my car as I was driving home from the gym. Nice little post-workout visualizer. Yeah, saw on YouTube. Very cool. Is my microphone too high? I don't think it's too high. It's pretty much, the volume is all the way up on the microphone. But then I tend to sit a little bit further back. Let's make sure my alt is connected. Yeah, I love the vocals in this. Let's switch over to the main screen. I did think about doing some Halloween-y kind of graphics on the stream, but yeah. If I didn't think about it before today, it's too late really. I need to think what I was doing. It's been a little while since we've been doing some game dev. Let's have a check in my Discord for any clues. Name the Frogmental EP after that account. He did. Very cool. So I think I basically did everything I needed to do, didn't I? As far as the now we change that. Let's play the game. And see if there's anything missing. I need to start logging. Possibly hiding the guide after so many shots. I do need to find some more sound effects for that collisions. We'll turn up a little bit. There we go. But sound effects are just literally find those away from the game. That's not really much of an issue. Chased by vampires. Yeah. Oh, I like that. It's kind of cheeky. Like playful sound, that is. I like sounds that kind of a little bit kind of. The only way I can really describe it is cheeky, like little. Yeah, yeah. I wanted the Halloween horror, like pulp horror comic vibe. Yeah, that's exactly, yeah. Not too serious, dark and scary, but fun horror. Yeah, I like music that has that feeling to it, where it's not like it's so dark because it's trying to be so dark and heavy, and it's just, you can tell it's just trying to be like baseline, like nothing but dark. And they can, yeah, music can be quite cool like that, but music that doesn't take itself seriously, I kind of enjoy, because you shouldn't take everything too seriously. The album cover doesn't really fit for being too serious. Like, oh wow, the album cover is very cool. The fact that Wobble's got like her mouth open is kind of like she's about to enjoy what powers she's going to unleash, kind of thing. Yeah, Cyber Zombie Wave. Rave. Not wave. Again, I like the choppiness of this. Like the way it kind of just... It's not like a constant sort of sound. It's kind of... it's chopped up. It's almost got like a more organic kind of sound to it, rather than just being like a distorted sound throughout. So you've got a rhythm to the wobbles. Kind of almost mirrors the way you would play a guitar, but with like distorted sounds. Can you do me a favour? This will end right before dog walk. Wait until Carmex out and I'm back. I like that opinion. Sure. Yes, yes. It's also choppy. It's also something for testing Carmex out. Luck. Hey, Milsake. Enjoy your luck. Thank you for being here. Hope you're having a good day. Yes, I'll listen to Climax Hour once you're back from your dog walk. I'll put something other Halloween theming music on. Yeah. Certainly need to look at more sound effects. I think I have the... I might have to look at the systems in place to allow me to do that. I might have to expand that. Cool. Yeah, see a message there. But yeah, it's pretty cool that both of you are releasing albums today. But yeah, I'll listen to their album once you're back. By the way, speaking of this game, think of an idea I had. Pirate ship. Yes, I had an idea for pirate ships. So potentially cannons rather than trebuchet, and just kind of firing a cannon. And then sort of have a pirate ship out in the bay somewhere, maybe. But I did think that would be a cool kind of additional level, because exactly the same mechanics. So power, direction, firing at an object, and rather than crumbling to the ground, it just kind of sinks into the water. But yeah, certainly would like to make a pirate ship level. Big fan of pirates. You can have a little bit of a sea shanty music in the background as well then. But certainly put like one or two random themed ones in. And try and loosely tie it to the narrative. Because the general narrative that you just go up and up in buildings until you get to the probably the royal family maybe. Ooh. You got sort of a slightly spooky sound. Like is it like a pheromone kind of string? I get these. I'm on like a email newsletter for plugins and sound effects and stuff. So I'd like to know what there is out there to do musically and stuff. And there's this one website which I think they gave something away for free once, and I just signed up to their newsletter. But for today, they got a discount on their Witch House sound pack. And it's the first time I've actually seen somewhere giving away Witch House stuff. See if I can find the email quickly. But it's like, oh, Witch House. I know somebody that makes Witch House. Where is it? It's not that one. Oh, yeah, they don't use discounts, do. Yeah, I looked at the price. It's like it's more money than I'm willing to pay, but I thought it was cool that they're doing a discount on Witch House sample packs today. Can I find it? Probably not. Wob wob. Pretty sure though it's called Black something. Black Octopus. Black Octopus, there it is, yeah. Black Octopus Sounds. I'll grab a link to it, put it into the chat. Well, that's quite a big link. It's got all the tracking on it. I think that's the right link. No, ignore that link. Nah. Can I delete my own link? Yeah, because it was going to post like a massively long link. And I thought I could try and shorten it. There we go, let's grab it from here. There we go. That's a better size link. Graveyard sex ritual. Let's have a look. Yes, it is. Yeah, so that's the link to the witch house. It's a Serum 2 presets. I recognise my own songs would be evident. Yeah, yeah. I know you use Serum 2. So if you were to be able to find that that pack of presets for a good price, might be useful. But it's just under $30 American, which I suppose isn't bad for 64 presets. But if you don't have $30, then it's still too much. But yeah, if I was producing, I might consider it. It's interesting, look into it. Yeah. Yeah, Black Octopus, like they sometimes give away free sample packs and whatnot. But yeah, I was just kind of surprised seeing Witch House presets. Not a genre you see talked about very often. Yeah, it's niche. That's way past its peak. Yeah, like, I like it. I like Witch House. Like since hearing it, that it's a genre that I would listen to. Okay, so for certain we need to look at more sound effects for the collisions, but we need to look at the mechanics of allowing multiple sound effects for collisions. So that's something I can probably work on. Tried any other artists after I send you my project? I have. I have not listened to any of the other artists yet. So I would have to listen to that after. I have not actually. I have not. Synthwave. I like a bit of synthwave. I shall click on that and get the link open now. I love all the artwork around it. Let's follow that project. Would you like to receive notifications? Yes. There's a few releases here. My own favourite art for this is the Pawn Trilogy. I noticed that and I had a feeling that might be the case. But yeah, I won't listen to any other music specifically until after you're back. It's only 6 minutes ish, so I'll find a nice alternative. What's this? Trick or Synth? Halloween 80s retro wave. Chill. Let's have a listen to this. Yeah, since 2014. Yeah, gotta go and be right back. Okie dokie. Yeah, we'll listen to this retro wave until then. So let's have a look at the mechanics for playing sounds. So that's going to be Probably in the sound effects section. So, the sound for the rock comes from the rock attributes. So let's have a look at rock attributes. Rock attributes. So we got different different rocks. So I've covered everything that you can throw a rock. It doesn't matter if it's actually a rock or not. But what I need to do really is have multiple for rock 1, multiple for rock 2, multiple for rock 3, etc. I might have to rethink how this happens. So potentially I can make a scriptable object of a rock. And that scriptable object will have multiple sounds attached to it. That'll make more sense, I think. That's better. Just a little bit of yogurt, keep me going. So we make a scriptable object for a rock, and that can contain like the object, a list of sound effects, and potentially, rather than sounds here, it could have the rocks, and then it would have to pull the rock object and then pull a random sound from the rock object. So let's make a new scriptable object. Create. Call it project. Let's double check spelling of projectile. I know it's on the screen, but I can't quite read it. Yeah, that's right. Right, it's finished compiling. Let's open up the script called projectile. Definitely don't have another one. Projectile trigger, projectile button, projectile selection, trigger holder. Nah, that's cool. Doing the double it. Selling mode, so I'll be right back. Hey Lisa, see you shortly. Scriptable object. And we also need to put in create asset menu. That's what we want. So we're going to need what's going to be enough? 4 clips? We'll put 4 clips in. 3 might be enough. We'll put 4 in. We can always expand it. And just label them like this. So sound effect 1, 2, 3, 4. And move away from calling them rocks. I know Legacy now is basically calling them a rock. Okay, yeah, so depending whatever the rock name has been set at, we'll be setting the current sound effect. But I'll change this to, rather than equaling a stored sound effect, is to equaling the linked projectile and then asking to get a random sound effect from that projectile. So let's write a little function here. So public audio clip get random sfx. Now I have to go to pick a number and then return the sound effect. So let's okay. So I'll pick a number between 1 and 4 and return the sound effect of the number. Now if we're going to store other things, I suppose really I should be storing the actual objects. Because at the moment what I'm doing is all the objects exist. They all exist in the game, like as in they're physically in the game at all times. Which I suppose isn't really the ideal scenario. Where is it? On there. Rock. So this rock here is the rock. So this object here has no physical, well, it has no visual element to it. It is just a force. Yeah, so it doesn't actually have any physical mesh to it. But the physical meshes are actually the different types of projectiles. So potentially, because we've got rock attributes here, I could get it to, upon changing which projectile you're using, to look at the rock attributes at the current selected projectile and then load just that one in, rather than having them all there and just hiding them and showing them, which should allow for me to expand it a bit easier. Because all I have to do then is just add it to the rock attributes and it's there. I don't have to, don't actually have to add it over here. This could be empty. So I shall try something along those lines. But all of these rocks are in fact prefabs. Yeah, they're down here. And they're not all down here because some of them were just part of a set. So I'll probably have to make a folder of these, I would say, so we can keep them all together. So let's make a new folder in prefab. Where's folder? So after I do it in prefab, let's try something down here. Create scene, prefab material, then for animation timeline. Ah, folder, it's just right there. Okay. And call this projectiles. And we'll put a ball in there, a barbell, the pumpkin, panda, and the rest of those. So the crate, the stone, the barrel, the chair, the chicken. I don't know where the chicken is. So chicken gun, Rudy. Not sure where I put that one. Ah, there we go. I shall move, if I can. See if I can move it straight into projectiles like that. Cool, so that's in there as well now. So we need to find the stone, the crate, the barrel and the chair, which at the moment I might not be using those going forwards. I might dump them. The barrels, I like the barrel and the crate. I'm not sure about the chair. Chair seems a weird one, but I can think of much better and cooler objects to be adding in there. We could do with actually adding the stone. So the stone is called stone underscore env02. That's in the castle stuff. What's that? That's crate underscore wooden underscore prop, which I think that is. That's the crate that one. So that crate needs to be copied into projectiles. So can I? I don't particularly want to drag it out. That's where I could drag it out of there. Because any props I'm not using, I can probably remove from the project. Some pretty cool objects here. So barrel underscore wooden underscore prop, is that the right one? Store barrel prop 01. There we go, that's the one. So we'll put that into projectiles. We've got things like chests in this pack as well, which is pretty cool. And flags. Flags would be quite useful to put on the castles. So it's a very good asset pack that I bought here. Some very cool stuff I can add. Especially when it comes to like piratey things. I'm back selling emotes. We sell the best emotes, welcome back. Real benches. Also writing an article about Resident Evil Requiem. Ooh, okay. Glad to hear you're still writing articles. '08, there's '08. Already earned €67 with writing. Nice. So it's not a lot, but that's more money than you would have had from not writing. So that's awesome though, putting your talent out there and it's coming back with a bit of cash. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. She can't pay a lot. I know she would if she had it. That's fair. It's good that you're being paid. Like a lot of writers might end up having to do it for free or for a lot less. So it is very cool. I'm back, my neighbour. Welcome back, Jeffrey. It's a nice extra, yeah. Shall we have a listen to some other music? Yes. Yeah, this is currently a little bit too 80s. I like synth sort of stuff, but that's a little bit too 80s, that one. Should we listen to where's I've got it open. Not to that one. This was it, Cillian code, because if you found that 280s you were like, yeah. We can listen to a Cillian code and see if it's 280s for me. Let's listen to this one. Yeah, we'll go with this for now. No, climax. No, play the other one. Play the other one. Yeah. That one there. Cool. Sawane. Only 6 songs. You can do Cillian codes after you want. Cool. Yeah, I'll probably do that after. First time hearing Sawane Exie. I did listen to a couple of tracks off it. So I've listened to this track before. If you like the last album, you like it. Yeah, I definitely do like it. I love the art for this one myself. It's quirky, cute, like a 2010 Hot Topic era fan art. That's quite a description and it's very accurate. This was God's film, yeah. Now, I do like the artwork on that. It embodies the full feel of the project. I need to find the rock, I think. So we've got crate, barrel, chair, barbell, chicken, squish, pumpkin. Yes, okay. So just the rock I need to find now. Donya's head stuck on your screen. Hello, Donya. Ah. Oh, yes. It's there, isn't it? I think the bot's... let's refresh the bot. Well done, you didn't see you. Too occupied with a smoked cattle here. Ooh. Now, to be fair, if it was between me and the smoked cattle, I can understand. You know, my dogs love those. So it took a bite some time ago. Horrific. Yeah. I don't think I would personally go for that. My teeth taste disgusting. Yeah, I suppose as long as dogs enjoy it. There we go. Refresh that bot. Yeah, dogs definitely have a different taste profile to us. Stronger jaws, yeah. I think dogs enjoy the toughness of things. They like being able to like use their jaw muscles to kind of rip into things. Whereas to a certain extent, I know humans enjoy sort of the chewing of certain things, but dogs really don't have much any other options. I suppose that's their main go-to. Not only mine obsessed with whipped cream and yogurt. Nice. Oh, when I had pet rats, so the rats absolutely love yogurt. They'll go absolutely crazy for a bit of yogurt. I mean, you used to get these little tiny children's yogurt pots. They're only just about big enough to get a spoon in. But sort of a tiny little yogurt pots designed for children. And we used to buy a yogurt pot and kind of like put it into the cage, and the rats would like stick their nose all the way into the yogurt pot and just come out with yogurt all over their face. Absolutely loved it. Grindmare before Christmas because Grindmare before Christmas, yeah, Christmas, because that is what 2010 emo revival album. That Nightmare Before Christmas reference, yeah. But yeah, absolutely miss having rats because I've said it to a lot of people, but rats are basically the same personality as a cat. They're just small and cheeky. Absolutely entertaining. But when I can, I'll probably get myself a nice cage and we'll pick up some more rats. Don't have the time, unfortunately, right now, nor the space. Liking this percussion section, very good. Stone Envo 2. Mossy Rock. Boom, boom, boom. Ah, boom, yeah, I forgot about the room. Ah, basic Wybridge this track. You never even fucked on the graveyard. I like this one. It's the first time I'm listening to this. It's our favourite as well. Ooh, loving this bit. Just goes a little bit crazy for a moment. Climax era goes crazy for a lot of moments. Yeah, I do like that about it. Yeah, I can see why this is your favourite. I'm liking this track a lot. Let's make a game object to hold the ooh. Projectile. Hey there, Climax Era. Glad to see you got some new music out. I did sub to you on YouTube. I think all my YouTube follow you now. I don't know if can still stay my IP. I think so. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure how YouTube works that. By the way, first time I was on Twitch and watched a stream, I instantly clicked on the sub button because I thought it was the same as YouTube. Oh, I was offended I had to pay. Yeah, it's confusing. The two top services kind of confuse the terminology like that. I have to open YouTube and Twitch now. YouTube has way more delay, yeah. Neither big image, no. It's going to be hard to find another streaming platform that did what Glimish did. And it was hard to find, I know it's going to be hard to find another streaming platform to do what Mixer did. Glimish at least did part of that. But never quite got as close to what Mixer was. But it was further than any other streaming platform. And Twitch is okay. Twitch isn't bad at all. But yeah, it was something different with Glimish. But I reckon you would have loved Mixer if you got a chance to stream on Mixer. Right, so we got a space for the mesh and a space for the broken mesh. So once it collides, I want to swap it out for the broken version. In some cases there might not be a broken one, but I wanted to be able to kind of spawn a broken mesh. I'm just going like, I'm just gonna. Boss, yeah. Oh, see, I still see here, restream keeps the link, yeah. Yeah, I usually have to like... That sucks, yeah. But I'm thinking of ditching restream at the end of the month. It's a little bit too much management for what I'm doing. The only way I can get restream to lose it would be to open up the restream bot and then delete it from the bot, and then that would delete it from like the actual chat in the bottom corner. But as it is, it deletes from YouTube and deletes from Twitch, but not restream. Do love these emotes. Those are pretty cool emotes. Very cute. Yeah, they don't translate over to Twitch very well. That's the only thing, like, YouTube emotes don't translate to Twitch, Twitch don't translate to YouTube. And annoyingly, Mix It Up bot doesn't translate the emotes, so I can only see the YouTube emotes actually on YouTube. So if I've got YouTube open, I can see the emotes. Like, on YouTube you just see the text behind the emotes. That's on Twitch. But on Twitch you see the emote, and on Mix It Up you see the emote. We don't need those. Public. Game object. Get. Get mesh. Public. Game object. Get. Mesh. Broken. Return projectile mesh. Return projectile mesh broken. So that should be could do with the random code here, but we'll we'll save that for the moment, and we'll create a projectile and call this rock_stone. Cool. Is that the end of that album? Nice. I like that a lot. Put that into the wish list. Well, that's the Halloween EP. Cool, cool. I like it. There's a lot of people on Twitch dressed up for Halloween at the moment. I did think about it, but it's just extra effort. Plus, I'm only going to dress as a wizard. I was last year, yeah. And you got somebody dressed as the Blair Witch. Don't know who that one is. There's someone dressed as a vampire I was watching earlier. Well, it was it dress up or stage gear? For the Blair Witch? Or for being a wizard? No, I mean myself. Last year. Right, oh yeah, it was dress up, yeah. Course paint, yes. Yeah, I suppose it's more kind of dressing yourself for stage personas. Blair Witch, I thought the whole thing Blair Witch has never been seen. I don't know what it looks like. Yeah, I think she's just wearing a witch's like coat kind of hood thing with markings on her face. What's the channel name? I want to see. Absolutely not knocking her or anything. Just She's in McDonald's at the moment, streaming from McDonald's. Seems pretty cool. I'm only saying Blair Witch because that's what our title is. So I was watching some channels earlier, and they've all raided other channels since. So she's been raided by someone else I was watching earlier. I'm guessing Mad Max? No, maybe not Mad Max. Maybe Cauliflower. I think maybe raided her. And I think Mad Max raided somebody else. Unpopular opinion, but it all depends. It might be a popular opinion. I don't care for Blair Witch. I know it's worshipped by horror fans, but I don't care for it all. That's fair. Yeah, I've never seen it. I like when it first came out, and it was kind of shown as like a real found footage kind of thing. And people are like, oh wow, this is quite scary. Like they found this tape and this is what was on it, and then you find, oh, okay, it was just a film they made. But it's kind of became like the most popularized version of found footage horror, I suppose. I do have it on my DVD collection, but it bores me. That's fair. Blair Witch was pretty boring, so I didn't really miss much then. Now, at the time when I was younger, I was like, "Oh, this seems quite scary." I don't want to watch it because it might be too scary. So I never actually watched it. So I've only seen clips of it. But the thing is, I think watching it now, I know it's all made up. Probably would take away from its original appeal, but I think other movies have done found footage better, which is fair enough because Blair Witch came first, and other people have looked at that. Actually, this is how we can improve the found footage formula. Yeah, let's do Obsidian Code. Want to know the most horrific movie ever? I think you might have mentioned before. Sound of Music. I suppose Sound of Music could be quite horrific. The one with the bunnies that were aggressive and dying. Watership Down. Ever seen it? I can't recall I've ever seen the entirety of Sound of Music. Like, I know clips of it. I don't think I've actually watched it. It's the worst I've ever seen. I was like, yes, that one. But yeah, I watched Watership Down, and that absolutely that scarred me, I think. I was going to see cute bunnies and they all died. Yeah. Obviously, it was a movie that points towards how horrific wildlife is treated, I suppose. But it's not something you expect to see in an animated movie. And it was on TV, like, quite often, like, for younger children to be able to watch. Certainly in the UK. Here is the thing about Warship. Most people thought it was just cartoony like Disney, but I had the fortune luck that my father read the book and knew it wasn't a fun movie. Ah, that's fair. So he never let me watch it. That's good. But yeah, it was always on TV in the UK. But then there's a lot of horrific kind of animations when you look at it. Go, ooh. Yeah, that they wouldn't make something available to children now that was like that. But you can say that about a lot of things. You're happy about not? Yeah. Also, Restreambot doesn't let you read full Twitch messages, just cuts them off. Yeah. That's probably the annoying thing about it as well. Like, so I'm going to be ditching Restream, I think, because I could probably write a better solution. Silent music is pure torture. Never watch that. I have no intention of watching silent music. Yeah, if I want to watch a musical movie, there's far better musical movies. Yeah, I need to think of a better way of combining chats. I suppose technically I might be able to do it through Mix It Up, because Mix It Up has both chats coming through. I just need it to relay back somehow. Watch Detroit Metal City if you want something musical. There's live action, movie and anime. Ah. Yeah, the only other thing with Restream as well is that if you post something on Twitch, I see what you post on Twitch, but then I see Restreambot posting it again to YouTube, and I see what Restreambot has posted to YouTube, so I see your messages twice. Now, if you post on Twitch, I see it once on Twitch and once on YouTube. If you post on YouTube, I see it once on YouTube and then again on Twitch. So I see double the messages. I don't know. Unless I try and block Restreambot from coming through and Mix It Up. I don't know. It's a bit messy. Damn, Estonian code is boring as fuck off the climax. Yeah. It's nice, but it's a bit of a come down. Probably what we need. Can't go too hard right now. So I'll be at a rave tomorrow night, and I'll be going hard enough at that point. Let's put the stone into both of those. Go to audio. Prefabs. Sorry I had to read something for Lisa, but boring, right? Yeah, well produced, but it's certainly something you listen to in the background. But it goes along with all the lo-fi and kind of chill step and all this, and it's not music you actively listen to. What album is this? This is the Ghost of Akinhabara. It all sounds the same to me, and that is coming from me. Yeah, that's okay. Rock attributes. Okay, so rock 1 is debris Debris break. Okay, that one there. Finish writing. Nice. They all sound the same, but I do like doing synthwave. Yeah, it's a nice genre. Like, I like synthwave. And certainly if you're making like a futuristic cyberpunk type experience, whether that be like a novel or a game or a movie, yeah, cyberpunk game OSTs basically, yeah, like it fits perfectly for that. There's a cyberpunk game that I really need to pick back up and carry on playing, but it's called Cloudspunk, and it's a voxel graphic game where I think you're a taxi driver. So yes to know that one. It's a cool game. Like, I got it the moment it came out. I was actually a play tester, like a beta tester. So I got to play it a little bit earlier. But it's yeah, I really enjoyed like the feel of that one and how it plays, and I played it on stream when it first came out. But yeah, really enjoyed that, and I like this kind of music reminds me of that game. But alas, sort of, I'm not. I have ideas that I wouldn't mind making a cyberpunk themed game eventually, but there's a lot involved, I think, to get that aesthetic right. Whereas a fantasy game, I feel, for me personally, is easier to make. Like, making a game like this, it's just like old stone and wooden things everywhere. Like, it's very easy to make a fantasy game. Yeah, just trees and medieval buildings. Easy. So I'm certainly being strategic in the games I'm making, because Moongate Mage will be fantasy. So this game here is basically my warm-up test for Moongate Mage. It's using similar feels, similar themes. I'm going to try and put some of the mechanics that Moongate Mage would need into this. So yeah, this is kind of my tester for that. Which I've said all along, try and make the game you don't want to make it poorly, but make a game. And then go, I know how to make the game now. Let's make the game I want to make. Cyberpunk must look both sci-fi and 80s, but can't be too futuristic. Cities are ghetto, but not too much. Dark and wet, neon lit, both American and Japanese at the same time. Exactly. It's a very specific look. Like, nobody's really created a new concept around cyberpunk. Like I say, it's very recognisable, and it's down to films like Blade Runner that have that feel in it. People kind of go, well, that is cyberpunk. It has to look like it could be part of the Blade Runner universe for it to be cyberpunk. But yeah, it is all kind of ghetto, like God tier, yeah. Yeah, you say it's ghetto. It's like it's far in the future. There's all this technology, yet people are still in poverty, and it is very much the view of the future as seen by the 80s. But yeah, it's retro futuristic, and it's a specific point of view at a specific time. To a certain extent, it's kind of like steampunk, but I think steampunk is a little bit more expansive. You can do a little bit more with steampunk. That you can't do with cyberpunk. Seen Blade Runner 2049. I have not seen the whole movie, no. We have it. We have it on Blu-ray somewhere. I've seen bits of it. Or have I? I might have seen it actually. I do recall watching it. I can't recall seeing all of it though. I'm sure I sat down to watch it. But yes, I like how Jared Leto is the bad guy, yes. Yeah, it's hard to beat the original. I know it did a reasonable job. I enjoyed it. But yeah, for me it didn't stand out enough. So I've seen the original Blade Runner so many times now. I can quote it in different parts, and it's an iconic movie. But Blade Runner 2049, only seen it once. It might be a film I put on eventually again, but that's the thing when you try and revive or like make a sequel after so much time. Trying to capture the feeling of the original is very hard. Like, I've not seen the more recent RoboCop, and I don't know if I want to. Like, I like the original RoboCops, but from what I've seen, they've lost something that was in the original RoboCops, the original feeling, the original reasoning, and not seen the recent one. I've seen bits, and sort of it's like what the message the original writer was trying to say was completely lost in the recent ones. They've just gone purely for the sci-fi element and not what the story was trying to tell you. Ever seen Hardware? Maybe. I might have seen Hardware. Let's bring up a... Cyberpunk horror. Feels familiar. British film, I think. Lemmy and Iggy Pop as well. Oh. Yeah, I'll check out the trailer. I might have seen it. But I liked a lot of kind of horror around that time. Hey Sam, how's it going? I've been wondering what type of job you do. Do you make games in your free time? I know you make free games in your free time. So, yeah, my day job is I suppose on paper my day job is a tech support assistant. In reality, it's a software developer, server manager, support manager, fixer of printers. Yeah, I write software. The most interesting part of my job is writing software at work. So making games is getting to write fun software, I suppose. Soldier from '98 is set in the same universe as Blade Runner, but I advise against watching it. It sucks. I think I've already seen Soldier, and I've seen the links. I went, oh, okay, didn't realise it was. Yeah, bad acting, bad story. certainly not something I'm gonna watch again. But I've seen like the links of like, okay, what movies are in the same universe, and the fact the Alien universe and the Blade Runner universe are supposed to be tied, especially when they make references to each other. Whether that's just the directors putting fun little links, but then you know how these things go. If there's any fun link in there, it technically links the universes. And what was the other one? Yeah. So I know that Alien and Blade Runner are supposed to be linked because the replicants in Blade Runner and the androids in Alien are supposed to be of a similar technology. I remember watching Blade Runner and 2 days later told Lisa watch this, and I planned on not watching with her as I'd already seen it that week. 15 minutes later I noticed watching in full length with her again. So good. Yeah, like there's some films you can just watch over and over. Well, it's a whole hardware movie on YouTube. I might have seen this, you know. Certainly got a lot of elements of body horror, hasn't it? It's not great to be honest, but it's fun enough if you want some cyberpunk vibes or in the mood for some horror. Yeah. I liked sort of the 90s had a lot of sci-fi horror with elements of body horror in there. It just seemed to be a vibe at the time. But yeah, Sam, to further on your question, I use Visual Studio a lot in my day job. So all of this stuff, this is basically what I get paid to do anyway. So I'm pretty confident on this side of it. It's only where it has to link into Unity and kind of different bits that are unique to Unity. But your general kind of syntax and methodologies and all that, I'm pretty good with. Plus, I'm qualified as level 3 software engineer. So thankfully, I can pick these things up quite easy. Has Lemmy as a boat taxi driver, and when the main character rides with him, he tells him, "I found a new great band for some Motorhead." Nice. Right, we'll make a float here. The advancements in predictive AI coding as well is range inclusive. Cool. I do have a random number thing somewhere. It is it under sound effects? There it is. Random range. That's what I was after. Random range, then 2 float numbers. Not random value, but random range. Random range. So between 1 and 4. Technically you can do that. And then we want to pick out the random number. Well, we want to kind of set it to into an integer. And can I do then we do a switch statement. So switch on ran. So on 1, not case 0, we can put case 0 in there, I suppose. Oh, predictive text again, awesome. I suppose that makes more sense to do between 0 and 3 rather than 1 and 4. Do a 0 base one. And we'll do a break. Break or just just do return, I suppose. And by default we're going to have to want it to return sound effect 1 anyway. Let's just close that space up a little bit. Yeah, most of my day job revolves around using visualbasic.net. It's a little bit different from C#, but some of the stuff I do is C#, some of it is Python, some of it is SQL. So I am dipping back and forward on different languages. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and then 1 again. So 5th of December, new comics, Error, Cult, Obsidian Code, Grim Path, and another one I haven't even told you about. Fun fact, you have heard it at some point, but this one you didn't guess it was me. Ah. I have to go back and listen to everything you've recommended me. It's hard to keep track of all the projects. Right, let's drop in the sound effects. So it's debris break is the rock at the moment. What we're listening to now this is Silent CRT, still on the same album. Now it's switched to pale voltage. Yeah, only heard half of what. Only heard half since the tea is cooking. That's okay. Yeah. The only thing with tea, very noisy. But this is currently playing Pale Voltage. Track number 8. So when did, yeah. Weird name. How did I come up with it? I don't know. Your methods confuse me. And you know, most of these things were made at night. I can believe that. It's nighttime is the best time for a lot of creative people. But all 4 sound effects is the same for now. And I will have to go and find more sound effects, which I had to do anyway. Like, I don't want every projectile to have the same sound effect. But I just need to find multiple sound effects per object now. Most things I do during work hours, but Obsidian code was mostly made at night. Oh, nice. That's it's very much kind of chilled vibes, isn't it? So typically what you'd experience at night time anyway. Like, this is the kind of music that I put on if I want to rest and switch off my head and just kind of relax. It's not too heavy, it's not too kind of consuming of your mental process. Yeah, so probably Sleep Drunk made up names, yeah. I can believe that. If you're listening to this yourself after a while, you go, what should we call this? I go, I don't know. Oh yeah, excuse me. How long have we been streaming for? Not very long, an hour and 45. I never draw in tired. I make things I think are good the next day. Looks like a blind person made it. Yeah, that goes for a lot of things that you make when you're tired. So it's always, one thing I tend to try and remember is that always be willing to walk away from something for a bit. Never try and finish it just because you're close to finishing something. Because you can just end up screwing it up. Always give a moment to walk away, come back to it another time, because I usually find my best work happens once I've taken a break. Although synthwave concerts and festivals exist, how do people stay interested? Drugs, maybe? Anything I can think of? It's how a lot of music keeps going, I suppose. Right, I'd have to be sat down if I went to a synthwave concert. Doing your rave sober tomorrow? Yeah. Probably have an energy drink. Probably a pint of cider. But I'm driving down there and I'll be driving home. So just have to carry on for the pure energy of enthusiasm. So it's going to be tiring. But yeah, just Ollie and me, yeah. Yeah, first time. Yeah, why? That's it. Yeah, he likes it because it's unique. No one uses that. That's spelling. 1 L, yes. I can get him to send you like a friend request on Facebook if you like. You remember his name then. Birth name is Oliver, as in Oliver Twist. But he likes to shorten his name to that. Yeah, I've not really seen any other Olivers spell their name O-L-Y. So he does stand out. I don't really know any other Olivers, to be honest. Scriptable objects. So we've made a rock, we'll make a crate, we'll make a barrel. And then I might leave the actual... That'll be enough to kind of get going, I think. And then I'll make a system in which to kind of call upon those objects then. So let's go right click, create projectile, and we'll call it rock underscore create. Make another one, create projectile rock underscore barrel. We might as well make them all actually. I hate when people shorten my name. I prefer to just go with a straight Jeffrey. Opposite volley, yeah. Now I know some Jeffs, but to me you're certainly not a Jeff. Share. There's certain people that a shorter name or a longer name just suits them better. I'm very fortunate it's hard to shorten my name, which is kind of what my parents chose. My parents didn't want to give me a name that would just be shortened. So what's the point in giving you a name that we don't want people, we want people to call you the name we called you and not anything else. And then I came up with this name anyway, so my mother's fully aware of this name. I found it a little bit weird to begin with, but projectile rock underscore chicken. Projectile, so rock underscore panda, and projectile rock underscore pumpkin. Okay, so we've created all of those. Just need to load them up with the objects now. This comes with his own lighting camera. Can we delete the lighting camera? So the prefab is just that. Oh, yeah. Can't stop yawning at the moment. So Barrel doesn't have that. It's only the two things I made in Blender that has the light. Same some music. Yeah. We'll leave the panda for the moment because I think I'm going to have to work out the prefab a little bit better. But yeah, as I said, I listen to this kind of music to sleep, so it's doing what I would naturally feel. So correct. So the crate I would like to make, kind of import this crate into Blender and then kind of dissect it into 6 pieces and have it so when it hits the building it swaps out the solid crate with the 6 pieces being held together loosely, and of course they just naturally fall, like it kind of cracks and just comes apart. But I'll need to take that into Blender and yeah, just kind of dissect it, turn it into 6 separate objects and just have it all spawn and just kind of, yeah. So we have the crate, the barrel. Let's put the barrel object in. Same with the barrel. I like the barrel to kind of fall into many pieces when it hits. Although when things bounce off other things, it could be quite interesting. I don't want it to kind of just not continue. Unless only certain objects will bounce. Like the rock will continue on and hit other things. Whereas, say, the crate won't do that. Maybe the crate has other advantages. I have to have a think about the implications of something being destructible versus like the kind of gameplay mechanics. And then we'll just load these objects in, and I'll wrap the stream up there. I know it's only barely been 2 hours, but. What's that one? It's the chicken. You can see how the chicken would work. That's the chicken there. Chicken. Because the chicken obviously won't break. Because it's chicken. But what I would like the chicken to do is to flap its wings upon hitting something. So, as a chicken would, unless it is a petrified chicken. Did I not wish this Colt? Gravely offended. Maybe I like Climax Era better. There's the Colts. Music. Yeah, I'm guessing there's no DJs that you recognise that I'm going to be seeing tomorrow. Oh yeah, so there isn't. There's a wish list. I swear I wish listed it. Maybe not. Obviously not. Yeah, very much British DJs on the set list tomorrow. Grey Horizon by Newtsim. Grey Horizon. Oh, Under a Tortoise Sky March. Yeah, I kind of liked it. Is that the split EP? Or was that the... oh, it's the 24-hour noise. I might have just wishlisted it. Who does that? It gives you a wish list. Out of the DJs who are playing tomorrow, I think you would like Scott Brown. Typically plays, although if he's playing this kind of rave, he might go for his old stuff. Mark E.G. is quite heavy. It's mainly probably the Technodrome room. Be closer to the heavier hardcore. That is the 11 PM notification. So yeah, I'm going to wrap the stream up there. It says hits 2 hours on the stream mark. So I definitely could do some rest. Everything else here I've done. It says stone, pumpkin. Oh yeah, because I can't do the pumpkin yet. I can't do the panda yet. Crate I've done. Chicken I've done. Chair I've not done. Let's quickly do the chair. Drag that into there. At least they started then. Epic! It was epic. It is indeed. Thank you for being here. I do appreciate it. Let's see if we can get the barbell in there as well quickly before we go. That's just all the objects. It's just the sound effects we need to line up. Love Climax Era. Yeah, very good album. Thank you for playing my music. I enjoyed first 2 releases most. Yes. Very good music. I enjoyed listening to it, enjoyed playing it. Yeah, I definitely need to lie down. So thank you for being here. I'll be back on Monday playing Minecraft. Unless something else comes up. So enjoy the rest of your Halloween, however you choose to celebrate it. And enjoy your weekend. I will be back on Monday. Let's switch over to full camera so you can see what my face is doing. There he is. Am I in focus? I never know whether it's my camera in focus or not, or whether it's my eyes. But yeah, enjoy your weekend. I'm certainly going to enjoy the rave tomorrow. And I'll see you all on Monday. Thanks for being here. Thank you, Jeffrey. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you Metal Snake for the lurking. Thank you Climax Error, Cold Step, and Sam, and everyone else who might be here or not. You're all awesome. I'll see you next time. Hope you have a good night. Good night.